What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe, Imhotep. Now we about to get right into it. I told y'all we was gonna make a video about the peace sign and where it originated. Now I do want y'all to know that the peace sign we see every day, that we wear every day, that is not the original peace sign. That sign does not even represent peace, right? And I want y'all to stop wearing it or using it. And I'm about to tell y'all why. When you look up a definition for the peace sign, right, or where it originated, it says something like, the modern peace sign was designed by Gerald Halton for the British campaign for nuclear disarmament in 1958. The vertical line in the center represents the flag semaphore signal for the letter D, which stands for disarmament, and the downward line on either side represents the semaphore signal for the letter N, which stands for nuclear, right? So it's also said that the two lines that's on there like this, it represents a person standing up with his hands by his side, which is bullshit. And they also say that the peace sign that we see every day stands for death and despair. It was used when people was killed. And I'm about to give y'all the real story, because this definition of the peace sign is fake bullshit. Ask yourself, right? When we looking up symbols, when we looking up words, when we looking up cultural shit, why is 90% of the time when we look this shit up, it say it's either Greek history, it's German history, or they just put it all together and say European, or even Rome. They say all our shit come from Rome, Greece, or Germany. All our history come from. So what's really ours? You gotta, every time you see Germany, you see Greece, you see something that's made by, you have to look it up and see. Because Greek, the word Greek literally means backwards. And all their information is backwards. Now listen up. The guy who was killing people, right? Okay, look. So there was a group of people in Europe who was worshiping a deity named Serapis Christus. Now I told y'all Serapis Christus is the original name for Jesus Christ. That's the original name for Jesus Christ. Now if you look up who that is, right? One definition, all you gotta do is type in Serapis Christi in your phone on Google, right? And this is what types up. This is one of the definitions. It says Serapis Christus was an invented god, just as Christianity was copied from African spirituality. He was a composite, which means more than one god put together to make one, just like Jesus Christ. He was a composite of several Egyptian and Hellenistic deities. Egyptian and Hellenistic deities. Listen. Who was introduced to the world at the beginning of the Ptolemaic Greek period and Egyptian during blah blah blah. So look. Who was killing the people who worshipped Jesus? A dude named Nero Caesar. Now, a lot of Christians know who this is, and they don't like Nero Caesar. Now, if you actually know the history of Nero Caesar, this is not a European man. This was a melanated man from Egypt. You probably can't tell because of his statues and because of his pictures, but this was a melanated man. This was not a Caucasoid, right? So look, what he did was he had an empire or whatever, and his kingdom, or it got torn down by those people, the people who worship Serapis Christus. But later on, after that, he saw that they was worshiping Serapis Christus. And you know what happened when you worship the devil? You do evil shit. You pray for evil shit. You summon evil shit. Right? And so he was telling these people, he told these people, if you don't stop worshiping Serapis Christus, I'm going to kill you and your people. Right? And they didn't stop. So what he did was he went over to their village or their empire, and he hung them and burnt them on wood and trees, wood and trees, right? And he turned their peace sign that the Europeans stole from Egypt, which was originally not like this, but like this, is called an algiza. So, or not algiza, it's called the algiz. Now, this is his symbol. Well, not his symbol. That symbol that we see every day like this, that is the cross of Nero. That is Nero's cross. He turned the cross upside down. It represented them being killed. He was killing the original Christians. So the people who worship Serapis Christus today are called the Christians. Serapis Christus is Satan. Think about it, right? The sun. We all know the Bible is scrambled up and it got truth and lies in it. But the God in there is Satan, right? So Jesus is Satan. Jesus is Zeus. That's why in Spanish you say Jesus, right? Zeus is the son of Cronus. Cronus is Anu. Zeus is Enlil in Sumeria. Cronus is Anu in Sumeria. They call Zeus the king of all gods, right? They in Sumeria, Enlil was noticed or known as the king of all gods. Enlil is the devil. Enlil is Satan in Sumeria. You gotta know that. Now the Algiz, the original. Look, this is what the original symbol looked like right here. Boom. Or you could put a circle on it. Now look, this is what it say about the Algiz. The Algiz is a powerful rune because it represents the divine might of the universe. The white elk was a symbol to the Norse and the divine blessing and protection to those it graced with the sight of itself. Algiz is the rune of higher vibration, and I'm gonna get to why it's higher vibration in the divine plan and higher spiritual awareness. Higher spiritual awareness. Now, what else did I tell y'all that the peace symbol was? If it's a tree turned upside down and you turn it up with the circle on around the peace sign, what does it look like? Boom. And this is also where Timbaland got their little Timberland symbol. Yes, sir. This is the tree of life. This is where the peace sign originate. This is the real peace sign. Now I'm going to show y'all or read to y'all what that symbol or what this actually. Oh yeah, and remember I was talking about the seed of life. I'm about to also show y'all something. This right here is the symbol for the seed, not the tree, but the seed of life. Boom, and you can see right here, right? In all of these, you can see the peace symbol. I'm gonna draw it for you right there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh wait, y'all can't see that. Boom, boom, boom. That is the peace symbol right there. Now, if you ignore these two and you just draw it like that, you can see the peace symbol that we see every day, right? That's the original peace symbol. This is where it comes from. The seed of life, the tree of life. And it also comes from something called, I'm about to show y'all. So all in all, bruh, we get our symbols turned upside down. And we get told that it means the opposite of what it actually is. So remember, when I said all of our shit in America come from Greece, they turned the Pentagon upside down. They turned the cross upside down. They turned all our symbols upside down, calling it evil, and then making us scared of it. And then that's when you get other religions calling it satanic. You know why it's satanic? It's because the Greeks turned these symbols upside down. Now, another thing I'm about to show y'all. Look. What is a Nero's cross? The cross of Nero, broken cross, represents the hatred and persecution of Christians. Right? Nero Caesar hated the Christian people and crucified Peter the apostle. The cross of Nero, broken cross, represents the hatred and I basically said this already. So yeah, that's basically what the peace sign is. Now we supposed to be wearing the peace sign to bring inner peace and love inside of ourselves and connect with the divine and become oneness. You get me? Spiritual awareness, it'll activate your crown chakra, because what happens when you naturally let your tree of life grow inside of you? You reach enlightenment, right? The tree of life also has something to do with being enlightened. So let's see. It also the peace sign is where the Jewish or Hebrew letter Shin come from. It looks just like this and it's pointing up, right? It's called Shin. Now I want to tell y'all something, or I'm going to show y'all something real quick, right? What is a Kabbalah? Remember I was talking about the Egyptian tree, the Egyptian family tree? Now look at this. The tree of life, or Kabbalah, is a diagram used in the various mystical traditions. It usually consists of 10 nodes, symbolizing different archetypes and 22 lines connecting the nodes. The nodes are often arranged into 3 columns. Now look at this. Look at a picture of the fucking Kabbalah. This right here is the Kabbalah. This is the original tree of life. And another thing, this is where the Metatron's cube come from. Now look at this. You can still see the peace sign in this. Boom, boom, boom. That's the peace sign. And this is also where the Ankh come from. The original cross. Listen, the peace sign, I'm telling you, that's a powerful symbol. We're not even going to call it the peace sign anymore. You can call it the Al-Giza. You can call it the Z-Rune. It got other names, but it's not called that bullshit it's not that same symbol. So if you got a peace symbol charm, necklace, or something with a peace symbol on it, if you can, turn that shit upside down. It's just the tree of life. You have the tree and the seed of life inside of you. You have that same symbol inside of you, naturally, right? So what else did I have here? I think that's about it. But I want y'all to know something. Don't take everything for face value. Look up everything. Always ask questions, because everything is not meant to be taken by face value, or taken like how I used to say, you could hear something from somebody, a piece of information, but that don't mean that their information is true. So when you hear something from somebody, don't necessarily try to judge it and call them wrong, depending on what it is. Take that information and go look it up for yourself. Or take that information and meditate on it later on. That is how you get information, downloads of information. You have to sometimes meditate on information. You don't just get information, hear something, and think you're going to understand it. You can hear information, and you know what it meant. Just like oh my God, look. Basically, if somebody tell you something, you can know that it's right, but that don't mean you understood it. That don't mean you get the whole concept of it. So when people go regurgitate things, you just look ignorant. You hear something from somewhere and you come say the same thing, but you don't even know if that's true or not. You was just told it was true. Even if it is true, you still have to go look it up, which is what I do. But that's pretty much it. Dom Universe taking off. Peace. Oh, and by the way, this is what the peace symbol is as well. This is why the aliens do this on TV and say, "I come in peace." You have an Egyptian god named Imhotep. His name also means to bring peace. That is why I say Imhotep. Imhotep is also middle nectar for to bring peace or give peace to somebody or wish peace to someone. So yeah, this is also the peace sign, or the Algiz, or the Z-Rune. Imhotep. Dom Universe taking off. I love you all. Let's subscribe. Peace.